Will you look at that? I am officially in Tigard, a place I've really seldom ever been to. And there's a McDonald's right up over the ridge here. I can see part of the yellowishness. I know they have Wi-Fi, and they usually have plugs. And because I'm on the west side, it's hopefully not as ghetto as a lot of the McDonald's in Portland, hopefully. So I'm gonna see if I can get some Wi-Fi, dump some video, and then charge the battery up. And I may be good to go for another couple hours, assuming my body doesn't give out on me, but feeling pretty good, even with all the climbing. Piece of crap McDonald's. They had a bunch of things that looked like plugins, but they weren't because there was no actual plugs there. So I probably could have used Wi-Fi, but what's the point of saving video off my camera if I have no battery left? So I'm making a conscious decision. The Tigard Public Library's a little over a mile from here. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go there because it should be open. And it'll definitely have plugs. And it might have Wi-Fi. I don't know. Alright, so another like mile and a half later, the library's just beyond here, but there's actually, I guess it's called Fano, F-A-N-N-O, Fano Creek Park over here, and then there's like Fano Creek Protected Area here. There's a well-adjusted trail and then a nondescript trail, and you know me, I always prefer the nondescript trail, so hopefully I'll get lucky at the library here and be able to charge and dump footage, but if not, my journey unfortunately is going to end for the day here in the Tigard area. So according to some signs back up there, this is a protected wildlife kind of little refuge area, and I'm just kind of straddling this small trail that cuts through the middle of it, and there's a lot more park back that way across the street. But I got a little bit of battery left, and the library's right the other side of these bushes pretty much, so I figured, why not? Yeah, I really don't know where this is going to take me, because it looks like it's just going straight back, and it's getting muddier and muddier and muddier. This don't look safe at all. It's a nice simple way to get across. At least I thought the library was right over here. Yeah. I think there might have been somebody in there. I saw something, I just kind of turned my camera towards it. Well, hopefully I'm wrong. Yeah. You can actually tell there's been people living back here. So it's hard to tell now what's animal and what's human. I don't know, I didn't hear anybody come out. Oh yeah, there's a tent back in there, so there's probably some people in there. I'm not too worried. Oop. Scared the hell out of me. I was about to be like, I'm not too worried about homeless people unless, you know, they start come running after you, and then I turn the corner. It's a woman and her pooch. But if she's coming from this way, then that means there's got to be another end. Or maybe, yeah. It was just a bunch of stuff left behind. Yeah, God, you get into this part of Tigard, it's like you're back in Portland again. All of a sudden, every park space you go into, there's, yeah, like look, there's a hole. Yeah, there's a homeless camp set up there. Crap, I think does this trail just end here? Yep. Well, that was fun while it lasted. So I decided to come out here. This is the area I was looking at from back there, and it looked like it just ended, but the path continues on. Again, I'm riding the last little bit of battery life I have on my phone. I have like 6 minutes on my regular phone of space, so if this old girl dies, I'll at least be able to come back and be like, well, phone died. This is what I did the rest of the way. God, I hope I can find a plug-in. Oh, son of a bitch. This looks like a more reliable trail. That looks tempting, but it's really thin, and this looks like more of a main trail. Oh, this is pretty. And I don't see any tents or debris back here. Oh, god damn it, I spoke too soon. Yeah, I see shit on that back here. God, there's a bunch of fucking people back here. Just be cool. There's like a full-size camp back here. I was hoping that would take me around and maybe come out the other side at the library, but you know, there's too many. There's like 10 tents. They have like the whole pathway blocked off. There's people walking around. I could go that way. I feel like that's gonna just take me. Like I need to be going this way. But you're still getting oh god, I almost fell on my face. You're still getting a nice run through the. Oh, hello, rabbit. Check out this guy. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Hello. Hello, bunny. It's no surprise. God, I see stuff I think is another homeless camp. Or, no, I don't know what that is. Something over there. I am annoyed. Yeah, this looks like another baby trail, so maybe there's like a... God, I think this one just wraps around to the other one. Yeah, there's the camps over there. So I'm just trying to evade them. Stay one step ahead of the pack. Tell you, I may actually run out of space on my phone before my battery actually dies. Oh God, please tell me I'm not going to get this far in and then encounter another homeless group. I really don't know where this trail's going. I could get it going so far out of my way. I mean, it's fine. It's only like 3:15 in the afternoon. I've gotten a lot done in this time. Okay. Still don't see anything suspicious. And I'm so far in here that I don't know if homeless people would want to go this far in. Of course, if this trail comes in from another side, then it's like, well, homeless people could come in from that side too. But I'm not seeing anything. It's the drama of invading the homeless. What is this? Okay. Oh, I think I just saw another bunny. Okay, this really opens up. Where does the trail actually go? Oh, son of a bitch. Please tell me the trail doesn't just end here. No, it still goes. Very quiet back here. I'm all alone. There's people out here and what? Yeah. What was that? Probably, yeah. Ooh. Hello. I am your friend. I'm not here to frighten you. I can't believe this camera's still going. I feel like if I stop it, it's just going to drain the battery faster. I'm also noticing there's no real spider webs. Just as I say that, I get a spider web to the face. There's no real spider webs to speak of, though. Oh, look at this bird. It's one of those, like, blue-bellied I don't know what they're called. Oh, that means there's a web here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this bluebird's like, I'm getting the F out of here. I'm not bothering you. All right, buddy. It's one of those really cool, like very sparkling blue. The frick? Okay, I think I just saw the light flicker. I'm pretty sure I am not anywhere near the library anymore. I may have been. Okay, the trail comes out here. This looks like a road. What road is it, though? I may literally have to do like a big, massive circle back. But I'll tell you right now, I think I made it to the end of the trail. Hello, squirrel. And I made it without getting murdered. Wait, what is this? This is like, I guess this is like a, I mean, it's a road, but it's like a dead end. What the frick? And then there's another trail that goes off that way. Okay, I am legitimately lost and very confused. I need to pull my phone out, hopefully before my camera dies, so I can find out exactly where I am. Where am I? Oh my god, this is insane. My phone can't figure out where I'm at. Yeah, see this? Like, I know it's blurred, but this car marker, I think that's where I am. Oh my god. The library is all the way up here, and I am apparently over here. Oh my god. That's insane. Alright, so I had to switch over to my crap phone, which isn't giving me the amount. I should have about 6 minutes of space, but I only have about 90 seconds. So I'm next to Bonita Park, or Bonita Park, I'm not sure. I have to go down a little ways on Bonita and then back up all to get to the Tigard Library. So of course I'm doing this big circle around, and hopefully it's worth it. I still have this. They didn't even have sweet tea in their thing. It was just regular flavored tea, which honestly was healthier. But so that's my plan in terms of keeping this day going. And right back around where we started. It's not the greatest idea to go down this trail, but it sure was adventurous. Now, the thing is, Fano Creek Park continues over this way, and it's a pretty big park, so I'm just going to do the best I can with the battery life I got. So the Tigard Library, it's a mild success. My drive started dumping footage again, so I think for some reason I have to have Wi-Fi to dump onto that external drive. I don't know why, but all I know is when I have Wi-Fi it works, when I don't and I'm out here it doesn't. But I got the phone charged up to 20% from nothing. Yeah, there we go, there's my 20% warning. So I have what I have. I'm gonna do the best I can because this seems to be a pretty long running park. I don't know how much there is to see, but yeah, it was taking forever for this thing to charge. So I got it to 20%. I'm like, I've been in this library for over a half hour now. Like, I'm just gonna go for it. I have it on low power mode. I don't know how much that's gonna help me, but we're just gonna get what we can because I'm gonna speed through this park, and then there's like another park past it. Trail back that way. I don't know. I'm just going up along businesses here. That's not what I want. I want a beautiful traveling through the park experience. Look at the creek. Well, this is gonna suck if it just runs along this industrial hullabaloo. I want something more naturific. Otherwise, I'm just wasting my time. This is a full day for me. I got started before noon, and it's like 4:30 now in the evening. So it's gonna be a full day. It's probably gonna be like 7 o'clock by the time I get home. Look at all these circular bastards behind me. There's so many of them. Uh-oh. I'm coming to a fork in the path. There's a bicycle coming up behind me. It's a sign saying Main Street. I think that's the way I want to go. I mean, this is attractive, but I have direction I'm trying to travel off in. So, logistically, I want to keep going this way. I'm gonna be so pissed if I find out there's like a trail that goes more through the middle that's so much nicer than this. Uh-oh. This is exactly the kind of thing I don't need to get myself mixed up in. A little dirt off trail. I don't know. I can't tell if that's homeless people or not. I don't think so. No, I think it is. They just have a radio. God. No matter what side of the park you go to. I thought it was just some people walking, but nope. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. After earlier, they sure are making a lot of noise. I mean, you'd think you'd want to be a little bit more discreet. So it opens up. What's this guy doing? This guy's pulling a dead body out. Nope, just his dog. It literally looked like he was trying to drag something really big and heavy out. Oh, this is pretty. This opened up into something nice, and there's actually like other people around. So my regular phone is going dead, but I kind of need it to make sure I'm staying on the right trail because I need to get to a certain endpoint so I can then cut over to the road and then probably go to the Tigard Transit Center, where there's actually a bus that runs practically to a point where it's almost within like 80 blocks of where I live, which may sound like a lot, but it's actually really not. Problem is, if my phone, like, I kind of know where the transit center is and I kind of know where this and that is, but I can't really let my phone die because if I do get lost, like that's my map that tells me where I'm at. So it turns into a situation where like I could genuinely get, I mean, I still know where I can get to it, I think up over that way, but I kind of don't really know exactly which way is north, south, east, and west. Did you see the way that guy freaking looked at me? Like, coming towards me, he just had this like that guy's seen some shit. This really is. Well, I guess it's also like if you want to get from the area I was in, the vicinity of the library, to this more commercial area, it's actually a really nice cut through. But I want more. I think it continues past here though. So I'm in this kind of cute little kind of commercial part of Tigard, and I was like, it was telling me to park somewhere this way, and I'm like, where do I go to get there? And then I go up next to this building and there's a trail right there. So yeah, this actually is another, because I'm like, there's no way that was way too short. So it's actually like another park on the other side of the road here. I don't know exactly, is Highway 99 probably? So interesting, can't really make it out on my camera, but they're like red and blue and green lights, and they're on both sides. Kind of illuminates things a little bit. I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah. So yeah, it's the Fano Creek Trail. So that probably takes you up to the street, but it says Woodard Park, which is where I kind of want to conclude matters, is this way. And it looks like it's just kind of a very thin, elongated park, so I don't know if that means I'm going to have more of what I just came through. Yeah, my battery's down to like 12%. More commercial stuff. Yeah, I really don't know what to expect kind of going through here. Again, it looks like it's a pretty thin park. This is pretty though. But yeah, it looks like you're still kind of buttoned up against houses, which again, I'm not trying to complain too much. I rather enjoyed the park where all the homeless people were on the other side a little bit more. But still, you know, as far as like, you know, a cut through, if you want to go for like a passive run, if you live in this area, to have this kind of there is, I mean, definitely nice. As I go to cross some street. And check out this. It's like all the branches have been cut off, but there's still like the trunk of this tree here. So yeah, long way of putting it, we're gonna get what we can. I have no idea what street this is that I'm crossing, but this looks a little bit more nature filled, and definitely like the trail is definitely a lot more or a lot less cared for. It looks like, kind of looks like you're just kind of like, you can kind of see it, but you're just kind of running into the middle of nothing. Oh my god, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. It's kind of troubling though. Homeless camps over there. Why should I be surprised? Yeah. I mean, that feels like, I don't know, kind of felt like just, you know, probably general trash to me, but it's like just wrapped up tiny enough to where like, it could be like an animal's body, or like that's a little too much for a human head. Here it kind of feels like, oh, what did I just walk into? I just walked into a spider web, but there was definitely no spider. Yeah, this, I don't know, this looks like the end, because that's probably the main path, and I'm not, yeah, this is not going anywhere, so. I'm not going through there, not after seeing that trash bag and wondering what it is. Hey there. I hope I got that. What the frick? After I backtracked and went to that one other spot, we're kind of to the edge there and started to turn around like I'm done here, I'm going back. This guy with this very this death stare popped out and was like, hey, and like waved his hand. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And as I walked out, he like slowly was following me out. That was, he's not back there, is he? I don't know, I can't see him. That was very deterring. That was, yeah, that gave me the creeps. First seeing that trash bag there, I'm thinking back like Dan Bell on YouTube. He's like explored kind of rural spots and found like dead animals wrapped up in trash bags. I think that's why that put like dead animal in my head. I don't know, it didn't feel like any kind of like body part when I kicked it. It didn't feel like, you know, a recently deceased corpse of some kind or a Tigard Street. This is where I want to be. It didn't feel like a rigor mortis state body part. So I just think it's probably just some trash that was left there. But, and I got like, when I stopped and was like, oh, another homeless camp, like there was a tent there that was like 10 feet away from me through the brush. So if that guy was in that tent, he could have easily heard me be like, oh, it's homeless people. And yeah, he popped out and I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm getting the F out of here. And yeah, and he just kind of, and he waved at me. He kind of went like, he did the kind of two finger like, but he looked very like suspicious of me. I mean, if he is homeless and I'm just wandering around with my camera, I'd probably be the same in his boat. But the fact that he like was like, I could tell like kind of over my shoulder, I was kind of using my peripherals, I could see that he was kind of following me. Like, what would he have done if I like didn't just walk off? I don't know. So I just checked and I saw like seriously maybe like 5% of that park. That I think that was the main trail that those people were camping on, so I would have had to go through there. And now I'm really glad I didn't, because I was thinking about saying, the hell with it, I'll just walk through and be like, morning, how you doing? Or afternoon, early evening. Yeah, because that was definitely the main trail, and there's so much more park, and then there's another nature park beyond that. So if I'm ever out this way, I'll maybe try to come back and enter through the other side if that's feasible. If not, well, you know, I definitely saw enough for the day. And I'm heading back towards this really kind of quaint, kind of old towny type look, because the transit center's right around here.